what you're saying.
All right, you know what? So that we don't have to explain it, TNC in 3.
I still don't know what it means. What does it mean, Renmar?
That means
right now it's just going to be fine. Do they make a play here, Chaknu?
Oh, fist crack, just to make sure that TNC is
still alive.
able to get a kill. And actually, Andorio is the one who counters it out and gets Lancy in the middle. What is happening? Already picked up his Hunter Strike, so again, he can replicate. Just go for the backline. Lewis goes in with the final slash. Prepared up with Chaknu's fist crack. And Zyda's the first man down, and Doryu picks up the turtle.
And again, this is so much more difficult for TNC Pro Team to execute. It looks so easy right now for Omega.
Okay, they're still trying to go. Chaknu once again with the flicker fist break. Make sure Lord JM, even if you have high mobility up against...
Might just play around that timer, Lord JM.
We can shadow kill onto Lord JM. Pops his vengeance. Has to shadow out because he's not going to be able to take down Lord JM. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Lewis catches a final slash. And on the right target, Kozen finally falls down.
Oh, the fact that... No, I'm going to say that was more of a Louis thing. Backshot jungle, it's anti-Kiras rush, since it is mostly physical skill damage from Omega.
Oh, good catch from Okir. Paired up with a wiki shadow kill from Endoryu to bring down Lord JM. Here comes Big J making the play. Chaknu soaking up the damage, but Zyda as well. And it looks like the clash will stop here, but they want to go for more. Now it's going to connect onto Lewis. That's Omega. Will they be able to strike back?
They're going to hold it here. Half health for now. Omega trying to get in positioning. Big J clearing out that mid.
Wow. And there you have it, Astral Echo. Like a red carpet onto Omega, bringing down Lewis and Chaknu. Now they're trying to go for the engagement. Kozen picks up Big J. Still no casualties for TNC. Lord still hasn't been secured, and Andoryu is still alive for Omega. They can actually make a play with the shadows to try and go for the steal.
They might try to make a play, Lord JM. Quite low Zyda too. I don't know if they can actually commit to this just yet.
Yeah, Omega cannot get close to this
down the bottom. Arrows are going to fly.
Oh, plus the Astral Echo, Astral Spear. A lot of projectiles just crashing down onto Andoryu to bring him down, but they're going to counterattack with a kill onto Yaoi. A roamer for a jungler. It's well worth it. Now they're trying to contest for the purple buff. Lewis goes in with the final slash, going to connect. Here comes a vengeance from Lord JM, plus the fist crack coming in from Chaknu, but he's still alive! And Kozen gets a kill. Going up against 4, he's that strong. Pops his Wind of Nature, and TNC finally strikes again.
They are deceptively tanky. Lord JM, once he has his vengeance up
on at least one of these turrets right now, they are holding it together.
Lord JM! Vengeance up against 4, just dancing around in the middle, and just like that, Lancy erases the living legend Chaknu in 1 Astral Spear.
And why did Luis use the final slash before anything happened?
I think he was anticipating the jump from Zyda.
That wasn't anticipation, that was overthinking.
Overthinking.
As a fellow overthinker, I relate.
Yep, sometimes you trip over yourself and it doesn't work out, you know? But it's... oh, there it is.
Okay. We got one.
He didn't overthink that. And this time, gonna find Lancy for the combo and gonna survive. Omega still finding ways to come back from this game. They do, however, lose 1 inhibitor turret.
It's up to him. And Chaknu takes an arrow.
Wow, again.
Will they commit? Oh my goodness, Lancy blasts down Chaknu out of the map, plus the kill onto Lewis. And goodbye indeed, but TNC will still go for the Lord.
Yeah, wow, Lancy got Chaknu with that Star Shatter right in the Astral, bro.
Right in, he did, man. You can't, I mean, at that point, you can't get out of that one, you know? And part of this, too, as I was saying, is, you know, Lewis and Chaknu.
What we can do to stretch out the limits of this meta. We've already been saying how this meta is starting to get super predictable and boring. And here comes TNC.
Okay, Luis with a catch, plus paired up with the Eternal Guard coming in from Ukir. This time they're going to pick up again also Lord JM, but the inhibitor turret down bottom has now been exposed. Lord up top for TNC. They do, however, the Astral Echo is going to connect on to 4. The chase is on. Zyda leading the way for the Phoenix Army. Luis counters out with a final slash, but Lord JM just pops his vengeance on the other hand. Kozen going right after the backline, and the clash will disengage, but a lot of resources have been expended on the side of TNC.
Every ultimate.
Yeah, that's so much for Lord JM only, but TNC, to be fair, also used a lot of their ultimates. So these two teams are going into this without a lot of their key abilities. It's coming back quickly, though, for Omega and TNC. Ultimate should be back online, except for the Eternal Guard of the Vexana.
This is tough. Again, what angle do you go from if you're Smart Omega? Because right now they just might have to watch this get taken.
Oh, Chakno, will he attempt to go for the steal alongside Andori? Andori goes in with a shadow, but Lancey secures the Lord. Now Omega's desperate to try and go for a kill as Zyda just is tanking up the damage coming in from the...
Yeah.
To fight on this Granger, and that's one of the disadvantages, and now they're going to have to clear out this Lord here.
Okay. Lord marching in. Another beautiful Astral Echo from Lancey. And TNC, let's see, how are they going to end this? Because so far, Omega's doing a good job trying to clear out the minions. On the other hand, they're going to be able to shut down Ook here. And now the clash is still going on. Zyda jumps into the middle as Kozin just free hitting up against two. Lord JM is going to fall down. And another win for the Phoenix Army.
They are rising even further. TNC in 5. Well, that was 23 minutes, but that was TNC in 5 taking game 1.
Selena Novaria. It was only one. Well, let's say the first 3 turtles were kind of here and there. And I think they banked on that idea that they're going to be going up against a Badang and the XP, then the Badang is not going roam.
Yeah, not going roam. That was that Tig last pick there, so good responses. And I feel like that Tig was kind of warranted because you want to be able to go ahead and help teams went for the reset. They've got their level 4s now. Yawi doesn't, though, because he had to go back. So he might just clear that mid lane, get it, and then they are going to start this up. Half health for now. Who's he going to go for?
Okay, Chakno used up the Sacred Hammer. He has the Flicker, connects the kick. Will he be able to cast out the Implosion? Oh. He did, but he didn't catch Zyda. First blood will be drawn for the side of the Phoenix Army. A counterattack right away for Omega to bring down Lord JM.
Okay, it's a trade, but slightly not favorable for Omega. Good thing though. They pushed that while now threatening the turtle. Good call.
Lancey pops the real world manipulation to zone out Omega. Meanwhile, Chaknu is now in the picture. Yawi goes in with the Way of the Dragon, going to connect onto the Mamba and going to bring him down successfully. That's 1 member down for the Barangay.
Okay, keep it together. Still fighting for it. That is going to be finally the turtle go in the hands of TNC. They're still hunting for Andoru, but he should be able to get away. He's going to, you know.
He did very well.
He did very well. Yawi goes in, knows there's no flicker.
Wow.
Speaking of doing very well, Yawi once again making sure that all of his Way of the Dragons will connect to the proper target. Ukir, not safe in the middle lane.
Solo kill.
Solo kill onto the bottom lane. We didn't get chance to see
Yawi
it.
on a choke. I get why you would want the flicker. You can reposition the feathered airstrike. Maybe even use it to avoid Yawi when you see him coming up. When you have the feathered airstrike up already, I get that line of thinking, but the Purify might have been the safer choice.
That's something I would do, and I always say, you know, when you pick up the flicker instead, it's just you're relying on pure athleticism.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why I like to say it's the athletic flicker, man, because that's like your finger has to be an athlete.
Yep.
Because that's literally what you're doing. And now you're gonna make a play here on the bottom side. Chaknu going, Yawi.
Okay, Chaknu still goes in with the Implosion, connecting on to Yawi, paired up with the Fish Break, Fish Crack combination coming in from Lewis to bring down the Lover Boy. Meanwhile, Lord JM into the middle. Lewis, even with the flicker, gonna get caught up by Zyda for the counterattack for the Phoenix Army. Manipulation. They're trying to make a sandwich play up top against Omega. Kozin still here in the picture. Zaman Force goes in. After Jome. Fortunately for Kozin, this highlight play was caught in camera.
It was under the turret too with your teammates there. That must not feel good for Big J as TNC Pro Team will continue their momentum. Lancey on point with a real world manipulation there, and TNC are feeling it. The Blade of Despair, oh my goodness. I hear Sad Sword so much now that I forgot the name of the BOD. So Blade of Despair. So yeah, already the way to the third item, and considerable gold gap. 2,000 is the lead of Zyda against Andoryu.
I've never heard
because of Leo, he calls it Sad Sword a lot.
Why?
Darn it, Leo!
Green sword.
I'm surprised he doesn't have a sound effect for that one.
I think he does.
He probably does, but
he does for sure.
Well, at this point, you can see the damage being dealt here. It is pretty scary. Looking at this. Oh, fighting again. Yawi.
Dodge! What a dodge from
Andoryu.
Now the counter play from Omega. Lancey answers right back with the manipulation on onto Chaknu. And they're going to bring down Yawi in exchange for Chaknu, but Fight still continues. Deciding goes in with Fracture. Going to bring down Andoryu once again. Forcing out the flicker of Jome also, but Lord JM goes in, wants to go in for the kill. Omega survives with 3 members, but TNC once again a quick respawn. Try to go and force out an initiation because they still have to wait for the implosion, but as I was saying that, Yawi goes in, but Lewis catches him off guard with a first break, first crack combination, but Lanti will be able to take down Chaknu. No more implosion once again for Omega. It's going to be a 4-on-4. Both roamers are down.
Jome also able to knock back Yawi in time. I believe it was the knockback from the Moskov that messed up his initial entry there. Yawi could have gotten a really good kick, but that was now fast reactions and fast fingers coming from the side of Omega. Now, one of the things that we have to watch out now for is the next timer of items for Ukir. He already is up to a Blood Wings. However, it might take up until either the Divine...
1,000 gold. Look at Lord JM. He knows they're there, but he's confident enough that he's tanky enough that he can just do that right now.
He actually wants Chaknu to cast a big ultimate, but Yawi casts the Wave of the Dragon first. Chaknu forced to use the flicker as Ukir casts the Feather Edge Strike to zone out TNC. Andoryu just trying to provide vision for Omega. Will they be able to take away the Lord? Jome just working on the top lane, trying to create the split push action for the Barangay.
One more Fracture here, just used up by Zyda, but look at the zone by Lord JM!
Oh, they might be able to burst down Andoryu right away as Andoryu has to walk away. Here comes Chaknu. He does, however, have the Casino plus the implosion. They can actually make and go for initiation as Jome just trying to continue the push up top.
Okay, that's about as good as it could get for Smart Omega.
Yeah.
Get that turret down, good push from Jome.
Yeah, TNC Pro Team now will be able to march in with the Lord, and Ukir, I believe, does not have his 4th main item yet. He just built up the Genius Wand. They should still be able to defend this, but it's not going to be one of those scenarios wherein, Omega gets a massive turnaround and they're going to push out and potentially even win the game. If they want to get that, that means TNC Pro Team messed up their engagement and positioning and didn't respect the ultimate of Chaknu, that implosion. At this point, a big implosion paired up with a great timing from Luis and Ukir is what will turn this game around for Omega.
And you saw that too, Lord JM just picking up the winner's crown. They want to go ahead and just fully get into the base, at least take all the turrets down if they can here. Yawi will go ahead and put Threat up there. They manage the waves for that long push in. Oh, and Doryu's so low. Well, okay, they're going to be fine. They will lose some of these turrets.
Early cast of the real manipulation to try and zone out Omega as TNC working on the mid lane and top lane. Hit with their turret, Lord sieging. Yawi goes in! Yawi of the Dragon over the Barangay to clear out 2. Yawi, however, will fall down, but Kozen says, I'll use the Zapman Force to slide over the Crystal. But Jome answers right back with a Spear of Destruction, but still the Lord is there, and the Phoenix Army will continue to rise.
Rising on forward, now in a sweep against Smart Omega. TNC's looking fantastic.